Shripadarajam Sharanam Prapadhye. Chapter 7. The description of universal spheres. The efficacy of elixir called Biography of Sripada Sri Vallabha. In the morning, Tirumaladas completed his daily worship and began to narrate. My child, Shankara Bhatt, the divine life history of Sripada Sri Vallabha is a divine elixir. It is unheard of, unprecedented, and undebatable. You had the good fortune of writing his biography only on account of the boundless grace of Sripada Sri Vallabha on you. This great fortune, which is not available even to the great scholars, is granted to you. This is only his will. The appearance of Sripada in many places at the same time. After he got out of death, the attractive power of Narasavadhani decreased. In the past, when he was thinking of any person in his meditation, that person used to arrive without fail to the presence of Narasavadhani, irrespective of the distance involved. That power had diminished. Those people who were afraid of him and those who showered him with all praise were not afraid of him. They were troubling him with all sorts of criticism whenever an opportunity arose. His financial position also worsened. Resources for providing 2 square meals a day also dwindled. He came into street wailing at his miserable condition. At that time, Bapanarya was carrying his grandson on his shoulders. The house of Bapanarya was situated at the turning of one street. Sri Charan was spending most of his time at his grandfather's house than his own house. He was going freely to the houses of Sri Narasimha Varma and Sri Venkatappaya Shrestri. Narsavadhani wanted to speak with Sri Pada. He wanted to hold that charming divine child in his arms and kiss him. Narsavadhani saw Sri Pada, who was going with Bapanarya. Sri Vallabha looked at Narsavadhani and smiled. That smile was very bewitching. Then Narsavadhani went to the house of Shrestri for some grocery items. There Sripada Vallabha was in the lap of Shrestri. Sripada extended his looks towards Narsavadhani and smiled with dalliance. Narsavadhani returned to his home with grocery items and from there went to the house of Narsimha Varma. At that time, he saw in the house of Sri Varma that Sri Vallabha was sitting on the shoulders of Sri Varma. Again, Sri Vallabha extended a playful smile on seeing Narsavadhani. Narsavadhani saw Sri Vallabha in the house of his grandfather, Sri Varma, and Sri Sresti at the same time. He was in a dilemma as to whether it was a dream or the illusion of Lord Vishnu. The people of the town were abusing him and finding fault with him. They were blaming him that he was responsible for the disappearance of self-extinct idol of Datta in Padagaya Kshetra. Narsavadhani was roaming in the streets like a traveler without any destination. He reached the house like a madman. The wife of Narsavadhani grieved on seeing her husband like a mad person. She went inside the room of worship to give vent to her agony. She found a wonderful spectacle there. Sripada Sri Vallabha was in their room for worship. There was no end to the joy of those couple. They begged Sripada to partake food with Totakura curry to be prepared by them. Sripada did not agree for that. When factors of time, cause, and action become favorable at the same time, some rare fortune would be available. A discriminating individual recognizes it and derives benefit. An undiscriminating one fails to recognize it and would be put to loss. At last, Sripada agreed to dine in their house, but not in the present life. He promised them that he would be born in the holy land of Maharashtra in the next birth under the name of Sri Nrsimha Saraswati, and that he would certainly visit their house and accept meals comprising of totakura curry. With the powers of his Ganesha incarnation that took place on a Sri Ganesha Chaturthi, another great person with the name of Gajanan would be born after some centuries nearer to his birthplace. It may be possible to change the courses of sun and moon, but it would not be possible for anyone to alter the promises of Sripada. All the living creatures in the creation, including the five elements, have to obey his commands. In compliance with his promises, he is steadfast and truthful. Even when universes shake, eons change, his sportive leelas still remain ever true and most modern. In the chamber of worship, Sripada gave some beneficial advice to Narsavadhani and his wife. Those sacred beneficial preachings are useful to all devotees of Datta. The following conversation took place between Narsavadhani and Sri Vallabha. The dialogue between Sripada Sri Vallabha and Narsavadhani in the Puja Mandir. The preachings of Sripada to Narsavadhani. For the questions of Narsavadhani, Sri Pada Sri Vallabha replied with his preachings. Question: who are you? Are you God? An Eksha? A magician? I am myself. I am I. I am the primordial power that is inborn in every atom in this creation made of five elements. From animals and birds up to the entire countless living creatures, I also reside in them in their maternal and paternal forms. I am the preceptor of this total creation. Question: then are you an incarnation of Lord Datta? Reply: undoubtedly, I am Datta. As you are having body, I also come with a body to enable you to recognize me. In fact, I am formless, attributeless. Question: then you have no form or attributes, is it not? Reply: to have no form is also a form. To have no qualities is also a quality. I am the base for form and no form, for attributes and non attributes, and I am beyond them also. Question: if you are everything, why will and woes to living beings? Reply: myself and yourself are within you. Nevertheless, yourself residing within you is Jiva, and myself residing in you is Paramatma. As long as you entertain the notion of doership, you cannot become me. Till then, you cannot come out of pairs of opposites like happiness and misery, sin and virtue. When the you in yourself diminish and I in you ascend higher than only you come closer to me. As you come closer and closer to me, your responsibility decreases. When you are under my care, you obtain happiness and well being. Question: some people are saying that Jivatma and Paramatma are different. Others are saying that Jivatma is very close to Paramatma. Some others maintain that Jiva is God. Which of them is correct? Reply: there is no loss if both of us remain separate. Beneficial fortune would accrue when your arrogance is annihilated and both of us remain in a state of duality. You remain in a state of bliss provided you realize that everything is earned on account of my grace and that you are only an instrumental phenomenon. Liquidation of moha is liberation. Therefore, you can attain salvation even in a dual state. When you are in a very close proximity to me, I will be revealing through you. When all my powers are revealed through you, when your arrogance is destroyed, the ignorant infatuation in you decreases. In this superior non dualistic state, you achieve bliss. This is also liberation because it is devoid of infatuation. When your egoism is totally erased and your presumption of juryship is completely burned down, the I in you fades out and only me remains in you. So you will attain Brahmananda, profound bliss which cannot be comprehended by mind by any means. Therefore, you can achieve liberation even in if you are in a non-dualistic state. The state of Brahmananda is all the same whether you are in a dualistic, non-dualistic or distinguished dualistic stage or spiritual progress. It cannot be captured by mind or word. It is only a matter of experience. Question. Some people who attain the position of Avadutas call themselves the Supreme Brahman. Then are you an Avaduta? Reply. No, I am not an Avaduta. I am the superior Brahman. An Avaduta experiences that everything is Brahman. But I am Brahman and my position is that I am everything. Question. I do not understand the secret in this small difference. Reply. Avaduta, who is freed from all worldly bonds, merges in me and experiences the state of supreme bliss. He has no individuality, and when there is no individuality, there is no will or resolve. I am in the great resolve for this creation, and I am also in the supreme power. I am in the shape of power of illusion called living creatures. If I order an Avaduta who merged in me to take birth again, he should obey it. Mine is a form of truth, knowledge, and bliss coupled with willpower. Their form of truth, knowledge, and bliss is devoid of willpower. Question. Fried up seeds won't sprout, is it not? After attaining the knowledge of Brahman himself, how is it possible to be born again? Reply. It is of nature's principle that fried seed would not sprout. However, the power and strength of the Creator lies in sprouting up fried seeds. In fact, my incarnation in the past took place to prove truth through these theories and counter theories. Question. Lord Datta Sripada, kindly explain. Reply. My father, who crossed all trios like past, future, and present, three states of existence, creation, continuance, and liquidation, became famous as Sage Atri. My mother became well known as Anasuya because she was not having the slightest envy or hatred towards any creature or any matter. Sage Atri undertook a severe penance to visualize the Param Jyoti, which is the support for the Trinity and also beyond it. Mother Anasuya also did penance, praying that Paramjyoti to look at each living being and material with ambrosial glances and shower grace on them. Living beings experience weal and woe according to the principles of karma. Therefore, Mother Anasuya used to pray with a good intention that the results of great sins should affect people slightly and the results of small virtuous acts should give bountiful results. Mother had transformed strong metal pieces in the shape of chickpeas into live eatable chickpeas by virtue of her spiritual power acquired through penance. Metal is consciousness in complete dormant state. Trees and tree related substances are consciousness in a partial state. Animals belonging to a state of complete consciousness. The evolution of man takes place in the following manner. At first, born as metal and then dies. Afterwards, takes birth as trees and creepers, then takes birth as animals, and finally emerges as a human being. Such a human being should cultivate discrimination, wisdom, and detachment and awaken the divine power dormant in him and strive to achieve liberation. Mother had proved that the properties of evolutionary process can be changed with the grace of Almighty. The consciousness in the form of Trinity was in an awakened state. Therefore, she changed it into a dormant state and transformed the three Godheads into small babies. Powers of the three mothers, Lakshmi, Parvati, and Saraswati, combined, and the manifestation of Anagha Devi took place. I was born as Dattatreya and married Anagha Devi. In the incarnation of Sripada Sri Vallabha, I was born with Anagha Devi on my left side and Dattatreya on my right side. This is a form of Lord Shiva combining half masculine and half feminine features. You must understand that the Lord who created this magnificent creation according to his free will is also having the strength and power to alter the principles of creation when needed. Question: Shripada, you are capable of changing the principles and nature of creation. Can you remove my poverty? Certainly, I can remove, but I am postponing it to the next birth. That too, after you suffer from penury for some time. Totakura is a small thing, but how much attachment you developed for it. My mother, father, or grandfather never begged any for anything. How much food a small boy like me will consume. You should have given Totakura when I liked it. Now that time elapsed. This lifetime is not sufficient to purge the impurities in your mind. Each individual would be endowed with lifespan, wealth, beauty, and fame commensurate with his accumulated credit of punya. The fruits of sin would result in short lifespan, poverty, ugliness, and infamy. I have enhanced the duration of your life by extracting a major portion of your accumulated punya. The credit on account of your punya was largely spent, and the sinful portion remained in a larger measure. You should suffer poverty. Even then, because you have adored self existent Datta, I am granting you 2 square meals a day. You will not get troubled in spite of your poverty. Question: Sripada, scriptures enjoin that we should follow caste system. Your grandfather decided that Vaishyas can have investiture of holy thread under Vedic system. Is it not wrong? Your tongue should be slit as you are finding fault with the decision of that Satyarushishvara. Whom do you think is our grandfather? He is actually Bhaskaracharya. The couple Vishnu Datta and Sushila were very sacred persons who did not know what was selfishness. I instructed the deities of time and action to make them my parents. The ancestors of Narasimha Varma were great devotees of Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. They were pious people who organized large scale food feeding during the sacrifices and rituals in Simhachalam. Even before I was born in Petikapuram, I was planning in a systematic way my relationship of indebtedness for those three families will not be redeemed in one life. It will not end in one incarnation. My auspicious bestowing boons would be extended to them for many generations. They live without any worry under the shade of my divine canopy. The assurance of Sripada to his devotees. As far as my matter was concerned, you could not give me even the cheap totakura. If you offered me meals, you could have earned merit equivalent to feeding lakhs of Brahmins. You lost lot of fortune. You should depend upon scriptures when a debate arises as to what is dharma and what is adharma. However, when a doubt arises whether the injunctions of scriptures are to be implemented or not, the decision of pure hearted people is to be regarded as an injunction of scriptures. Whatever they say is Vedic truth, and their word is acceptable to the tenets of righteousness. Even if they want to pronounce an unrighteous decree, the goddess of justice would not allow them to digress into an evil path and compel them to deliver a correct judgment. Your scriptures tell that it is sin to harm others. The battle that was fought in the presence of Lord Sri Krishna is famous as a righteous battle. The place where the battle between Kauravas and Pandavas took place had become famous as Dharmashetra. Religious sacrifice gives punya, but when the Supreme Lord Shiva was not invited, the sacrifice performed by Daksha ultimately became a big battle. The head of Daksha was cut and fell. The head of goat was fixed for them. While there is aggravation of bile, the physician would treat the patient with lemon and usuri. When a part of the body is putrefied, the surgeon would sever it with a knife and treat it. I am also the same. Features of deities and devils also are within me. I behave like a lunatic, a ghost, and also as a devil. Nevertheless, love towards all living beings would be overflowing within me. My conduct would be in tune with your nature. The good and bad results of your actions. I will not leave the hands of devotees who render total surrender to me. I will drag my devotees residing in distant lands forcibly to my Kshetra. You should not discuss the origin of sages and rivers. Has not the Supreme Shakti took birth as Kanyaka Parameshwari in the Vaishya caste? There are accomplished Siddhas in Vaishya sages, not only for Brahmin, Kshatriya, and Vaishya caste, but low caste Sudras also are eligible for Vedic Upanayanam if they observe spiritual discipline and regulations. The third eye should open up by performance of Upanayanam. The inner consciousness should get purified and mind should concentrate on the knowledge of Supreme. Your mind is completely absorbed in the knowledge of vegetables. Do you think that Brahman is a commodity to be procured in the market? A Brahmin in this life may be born as a Pariah in the next birth, and a Pariah in this birth may be born as a Brahmin in the next birth. Please note that the Supreme Brahman transcends time and space, caste and religion. God likes inner feelings and not external appearances. God works according to your feeling. When matters relating to knowledge of Brahma come up, I am a Brahman. When holding court inquiring the welfare of devotees and granting them favors, I am a Kshatriya. For every living being, a wage would be fixed according to his actions of virtue or sin. The wages of every person are within me. When I weigh and measure for calculating what is due to every individual, I am a Vaishya. As I serve people by attracting unto my body the troubles and pains of my devotees, I am a Sudra. When I wash out the sins of living creatures, I am a washerman. When I burn the dead ashes and grant them noble births, I am a keeper of burial ground. Now decide and tell me to which caste I belong. Question. Shripada, excuse me. I am an ignorant one. You are Lord Datta himself. You are the sole refugee for all creatures. You kindly explain to me how the creation is formed. The description of several worlds. Grandpapa, there are 88,000 sages in heaven who are householders. They are having the nature of transmigration of souls. They stand as seeds for propagating dharma again. From the undefinable power of the universal soul, a small fragment took the shape of Brahma for creation of the universe. Water which came out gradually from Paramatma spread out everywhere. From the vigor of the super soul, many crores of golden eggs were formed. This Brahmandam in which we are living is one among them. When the inside of the egg was filled with gloom, the brilliance of Parameshwara was personified and became famous under the name Aniruddha. As he illuminated the egg with its magnificent luster, he was termed as Hiranyagarbha, Surya, Savita, and Paramjyoti, and many other names in Vedas. Sage Bharadwaja conducted the sacrifice of Savitrakataka Chayanam during Treta Yuga in Pitikapuram. Savitrakataka Chayanam was addressed to the great splendor of Dattatreya that enveloped many crores of universe. In Satyaloka, there is an important place called Niramaya Sthan. In three-tier steps, deities of mains called Vasurudra Adityas reside. They act as the guardians of Niramaya Sthan. The Karana Brahmaloka is the residential place of four-faced Brahma, Srinagar, which is famously known as the Vidyasthanam, and the Mula Prakruti Sthanam is above it. Above that, Mahakailash is there, and the Karana Vaikuntha is above that, known as Puranapuram, is the place of Vidyadharasthan in Satyaloka. Sadhyas reside in Anjanavatipura of Tapoloka. Sanaka, Sananda, and other sages live in Ambavatipura of Janaloka. Siddha and other sages live in Jyotishmatipuram of Maharloka. Indra and other deities reside in Amravatipuram of Swargaloka called as Suvarnaloka. The celestial architect Vishwakarma live in Radhantrapuram of Bhuvarloka, which houses stars and planets of the globe. Grandpapa, there are two divisions in Bhuloka. The division inhabited by humans is called Bhugola. There is another one known as Mahabhumi. Mahabhumi is situated at the south of Bhugola at a distance of 5 crore Brahmanda yojanas. Marchaloka means Bhuloka and Bhuvarloka. This includes Mahabhumi also. Patala means Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patalas. Roughly, these are called Swarga, Martya, Patalas. Mahabhumi is situated below the earth in which we live. It is in the form of a rising circular ground in the middle. Therefore, the illumination from sun and moon constantly light the surface of Mahabhumi. As there is always light, there is no determination of time there. On this great earth, 7 seas and 7 islands exist. Jambudvipa is situated here only. At the beginning of creation, everything was inundated with water. As Prajapati did penance for commencing creation, a lotus leaf appeared on the water at that time. Prajapati assumed the form of a wild boar and took a dip near the lotus leaf and reached the Mahabhumi. From that Mahabhumi, he dug with its sharp tusk and separated some mud and brought that wet mud to the surface of the water. That mud was placed in the lotus leaf. Then it was named as Prithvi. Grandpapa, this is called as earth. The earth is at a distance of 5 crore Brahmanda yojanas. One ordinary yojana equals to 10 miles from Mahabhumi. Mahabhumi is having an extent of 50 crore yojanas. Jambudvipa, which is in Mahabhumi, is having 9 continents in it. Deities reside in Daivakanda, in Garbhastava Kanda, spirits in Bharatakanda, human beings reside. In Sarakakanda, Siddhas, in Gandharvakanda, Gandharvas, in Purushakhanda, Kinnaras dwell. Demons in Tamrakanda, Yakshas in Serukanda, and Pannagas in Indukanda live. Southwards to Jambudvipa of Mahabhumi in Bharatpura of Bharat continent, Vyavasvatamanu holds court along with the sages of the earth and humans. Just as Jambudvipa exists in Mahabhumi, another Jambudvipa exists on earth. Even before I incarnated in Sri Pitikapuram, the incarnation of Sri Pada, Sri Vallabha, arrived on the Mahabhumi 100 years in advance. The Jambudvipa on Mahabhumi is spread over an extent of 1 lakh Brahmanda yojanas. Only in Bharat subcontinent of Jambudvipa, Vyavasvatamanu dwells. In other continents, celestials reside. In Jambudvipa of Mahabhumi, cold and heat would be moderate and pleasant. Mild rays of sun spread always, but there is no difference between day and night. Jambudvipa in Mahabhumi spreads over 1 lakh yojanas. The details of the extent of various seas and mountains, etc., are as below. Samudras and Dvipas distance. Lavana Samudram 1 lakh yojanas. Plakshas Dvipa 2 lakh yojanas. Ikshu Samudram 2 lakh yojanas. Kushadvipa 4 lakh yojanas. Sura Samudram 4 lakh yojanas. Krauncha Dvipa 8 lakh yojanas. Sarpi Samudram 8 lakh yojanas. Sakadvipa 16 lakh yojanas. Dhadi Sea 16 lakh yojanas. Salmali Dvipa 32 lakh yojanas. Shira Samudram 32 lakh yojanas. Pushkara Dvipa 64 lakh yojanas. Pure Water Sea 64 lakh yojanas. Chala Chala Mountain 128 lakh yojanas. Chakravala Mountain 256 lakh yojanas. Loka Loka Mountain 512 lakh yojanas. Tamo Bhumi 1250 lakh yojanas. Rays of sun cannot go beyond Loka Loka Mountain. Therefore, the area between Loka Loka Mountain and the wall of the universe is always dark. The wall of the universe is having thickness of 1 crore yojanas. The Varaha and Narasimha incarnations were not covering the entire earth. Varaha is not pig. It is rhinoceros having 1 tusk. Dvipas, Dvipa Adipatis and Dvipa Devatas. Whereas Jambudvipa in Mahabhumi was ruled by Swayambhuva Manu as the first emperor, his sons became kings for the other islands. Medhatidi ruled Plakshadvipa, Vapushmanta ruled Salmamadvipa, Jyotishmanta ruled Kushadvipa, Dutimanta ruled Kraunchadvipa, Havya ruled Sakadvipa, Savana ruled Pushkaradvipa as first emperors respectively. In Plakshadvipa, Aryaka, Kurara, Vindaka, and Bhavina are the four castes who reside. For them, Vishnu is the shape of moon in the deity. In Salmalidvipa, Kapilavarna, Chakravakavarna, Pitavarna, and Krishnavarna are the four castes who reside. They are worshippers of Vishnu. In Kushadvipa, Dami, Shushmina, Sneha, and Mandeha are the four castes who reside. For them, Brahma is deity of worship. In Kraunchadvipa, Pushkara, Pushkala, Dhanya, and Pishya are the four castes who reside. For them, Rudra is the deity of worship. In Sakadvipa, Manga, Mangada, Manasa, Manda are the four castes who reside. They worship sun god. In Pushkaradvipa, there are no four castes. All are happy like celestials without any suffering from diseases and sorrows. For them, Brahma is deity of worship. In Jambudvipa of our earth, Bharatvarsha, Kimpurusha Harivarsha, Ketumala Varsha, Ilavruta Varsha, Bhadrasva Varsha, Ramyaka Varsha, Hiranyaka Varsha, and Kuru Varsha are there. Grandpapa, just as Jambudvipa with division of continents exists in Mahabhumi, another Jambudvipa with bifurcation of regions exists in Earth's hemisphere. Mahabhumi is round with an elevated area in the middle like the shell of a tortoise. This is called Bhumandala. The globe of the earth is however like a lemon fruit. Mahabhumi encircles Meru Rekha and extends upon the wall of the Brahmanda, but earth stood in the equi-middle point of the circle of illumination. Jambudvipa lies encircling the line of Meru mountain, which is in the middle of the Mahabhumi. Seven seas and islands are situated around it. In the earth, the northern hemisphere is called Devabhaga and the southern hemisphere is called Asurabhaga. Meru is divinely shining in the equidistant central point in the Mahabhumi. It is the habitation of Manus who rule over the humans. Bhugola is the place of humans who are under the rule of Manus. The wheel of illumination is fixed on the top of the Chakravala mountain, which is situated around in the Mahabhumi. The Bhugola is, however, situated differently. Sparkling of wheel of illumination covered by seven paths go around the earth once in a day. In Mahabhumi, cold, heat, and other climatic changes are less. It is always day with no night and no difference in time. It is different in Bhugola. Only on account of the results of righteous acts of merit one can reach Mahabhumi. Bhugola is the karma bhumi for earning punya. People with gross bodies have to live on the earth. In Mahabhumi, small pralaya do not take place, only Manu pralayas takes place. In Bhugola, Yuga Pralaya, Mahayuga Pralaya and Manu Pralaya are happening. Mahabhumi is called Datri and Vidatri. Bhugola is called Mahi, Urvi, Shiti, Prithvi, and Bhumi. Grandpapa, I am now telling about nether worlds, Patala Lokas. Listen, ghosts live in Atala, Guyakas live in Vitala, demons live in Sutala, spirits abound in Rasatala, Ekshas in Talatala, mains in Mahatala, and serpents in Patala reside. Description of denizens of Lokas, Lokadipatis and continents. Kubera reside in Vitala. He is the lord of Navanidhis, 9 treasures. He is treasurer for the Brahmanda. He is the ruler of the northern side. His capital is Alakapuri in Vitala. Maya lives in Yoginipura, which is on the western side of the Meru in the same Vitala. He is the architect for demons. He constructed for Tripurasuras 3 townships which can cruise in high altitudes in the sky. Yamadharma Raja rules Vyavasthapura in Sutala. He is the lord of southern side. A river of blazing flame is at the entrance of the town. This is called Vyatarni. People having punya can cross this river easily, but it is very difficult for sinners. A demon Niruti rules Punyanagar in Rasatala. He is the lord of southwest side. Betala with hordes of devils dwells in Dhanistapura in Talatala. The consort of Kachayini, Ishana, with all Bhuta Ganas, live in Kailasha of Mahatala. He is the ruler of Ishanya, northeast direction. Sriman Narayana Murthy is residing in Vaikuntha Nagar in Patala. He is here with all splendor. He is served with the spirits of Patala, Vasuki, and other superior serpents. He is resting on the couch of Seshanaga. This is called Karya Vaikunta, situated in Shvetadvipa. In the last Patala Loka, there are 3 tier segments. In the first segment, bodiless creatures live. In the second segment, groups of ghosts stay. In the third segment, creatures who take bodies of suffering remain immersed in great misery. 7 seas and 7 islands are in Mahabhumi. In the middle of it, Jambudvipa is situated, that was divided into 9 continents. The continent in the south is called Bharatakanda. Swayambhuva Manuvu resides in Bharatpura of this continent. Many virtuous people and sages are under the rule of Manuvu. They administer the worlds and enforce principles of righteousness and unrighteousness. Surrounding the 7 islands on Mahabhumi mountains called Charachara, Chakravala, Lokaloka rise up to the Svargaloka. These are layers which do not allow any light to penetrate through them. Below Mahabhumi, 7 nether worlds exist. They are called Saptapatalas. Atalaloka is inhabited by devils. In Alkapuri of Vithala Loka, Kubera resides. In Yogini Pura of Vithala Loka, Mayas lives along with the demons. In Sutala, Emperor Bali lives with his demon servants. Yamadharma Raju lives in Vyavasthapura. Sinners suffer their punishments in the various hells here. Punyapura in Rasatala is the seat of Nairuti. Here spirits and similar other categories exist. Betala resides in Dhanistapura of Talatala. In Kailashapura of Talatala, Rudra dwells. Mahatala is the seat of mains and forefathers. Shvetadvipa Vaikunta is in Patala. Narayana lives here. In the lower portion adjacent to Meru, bodiless creatures, souls of the dead and suffering bodies exist. In a place called Niralamba Suchyagra Sthan, sinners of heinous crimes find a place. After meals in the post water offering, water is offered to those people with chanting of mantra. Description of lokas, their names and extents. Please understand clearly that Bhugola and the Mahabhumi in Bhuloka are different. Suryaloka shines in Meru Rekha, in the area that extends up to upper polar Sitar in the upper region above the central point of Bhugola. This is the world where Suryadeva resides. This is not at all the area of planet Sun. In the same way, Chandraloka, Angarakaloka, Buddhaloka, Guruloka, Shukraloka, Sanyayacharaloka, the loka of presiding deity of Rashis, the loka of deity of stars, the loka of 7 sages, and the upper Dhruva loka exist. Besides these, there are many other lokas. Suryaloka is situated 1 lakh Brahmanda Yojanas from the central point of earth. This is the world where Surya Deva, who is the presiding deity of planet Sun, lives. The following lokas are situated at distances from the central point of Earth as shown below. Chandraloka 2 lakh Brahmanda Yojanas, Angarakaloka 3 lakh Brahmanda Yojanas, Buddhaloka 5 lakh, Guruloka 7 lakh, Shukraloka 9 lakh, Shaniloka 11 lakh, Loka of presiding deity of Rashis 12 lakh, Loka of deity of stars 13 lakh, Saptarishi Loka 14 lakh, Dhruvaloka 15 lakh Brahmanda Yojanas. In the same manner, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, and Satyaloka are situated at various distances from the central point of earth. The distance between the central point of earth and the wall of encircling the Brahmanda is 24 crores 50 lakhs Brahmanda Yojanas. The distance between central point of earth and the outer wall of Andabitti is 25 crores 50 lakhs Brahmanda Yojanas. Bhuloka, Bhuvaraloka, and Suvaranaloka are destroyed during the Great Deluge. Maharloka above Suvarloka is partly destroyed and partly remains. Janaloka, Tapoloka, and Satyaloka are not destroyed till the life of Brahma expires. Swarga comprises of Suvarnaloka, Maharnaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, and area up to Andabitti. Who is Datta? Narsavadhani Tata. To experience the philosophy of Datta, you require some lakhs of births. Know that Datta is the only one magnificent, brilliant illumination that spreads over crores and crores of Brahmandas and transcends them. Know that the same Lord Datta is actually before you as Sripada Sri Vallabha. On hearing the kind teaching of Sri Charana, Narsavadhani and his wife were astonished, as the young infant, aged just 1 year, expatiated so many profound things with authority, and as he proclaimed that he is verily Lord Datta himself. Narsavadhani and his wife began to sob. They wanted at least to touch his auspicious feet. Sri Vallabha refused it. Narsavadhani and his wife could not move even slightly from the places where they were sitting. Sripada averred, I am Datta. I am the sole phenomenon that pervades crores and crores of universes. Directions are my dress. I am Digambara. Whoever chants with purity of mind, speech, and body, Datta Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara, Narasimha Saraswati Digambara. I stay there in subtle form. My maternal grandfather, Sri Bapanaryulu, is providing free boarding and lodging facilities to those who visit Padagaya Kshetra from other places for performing rituals to their mains. While it was so, you ridiculed, where is your Swayambhu Datta? Has he not disappeared? I am that Datta. Whoever stays in that sacred house of my birth surely turns sacred. Their ancestors will get punyalokas. I am the Lord who has to look to the welfare not only of living beings but also of dead ones. Both birth and death are equal to me. Nevertheless, you are worrying. Is this the result of adoring Swayambhu Datta? Swayambhu Datta will appear shortly to remove the slander against you. The consecration ceremony also takes place. I am granting you a greater lifespan. Remain in the meditation of Datta. I am assuring you that I will show mercy in your next birth. In this birth, you do not have that much great punya to enable you to touch my feet. I, who created, protected, and liquidated crores and crores of Brahmandas and the sole monarch of all this creation, bless you with my boon, giving auspicious hand. With a great terrible sound, the atoms in the body of Sripada disintegrated and Sripada disappeared. My child Shankarabhat, Sripada had explained the mystery in chanting his name by adding Digambara at the end of the name. His is a nature of omnipresence. It is beyond our comprehension how the formless nature takes shape and incarnates. Where is the end to the sportive place from his childhood of that Lord of the universe and who wore a cunning disguise? Shripadarajam Sharanam Prapadye.